Chelsea have made a sub. Gusto has come on to replace Lavia. I don't know if it's injury or something, but Caicedo will go back into the middle of the park and Gusto will go to right back. So they are at their natural positions right now. Welcome back. The second half has just kicked off. It's 2-1 to Spurs. And Arsenal, remember, just dropped points to Fulham. They drew 1-1 away. So it's an opportunity for Chelsea to pull a little bit clear in second place. But they found themselves 2-0 down in the first 10 minutes. But Jadon Sancho got a superb goal to bring them back into the game. And it's 2-1. Christian Romero went off for Spurs as well due to injury after the first 10 minutes. And then Chelsea scored. Is that a coincidence? Yes, Sancho. Cucurella. Sancho again! Oh, big save. Oh, what a chance for Chelsea. Here they come again. Spurs need to be very solid. Second half just kicked off. They shouldn't give Chelsea this time and space. Cole Palmer will get there. Oh, close. Close. Great start by Chelsea. They've put pressure on Spurs already. Sancho's looking very good. Cucurella, good combination play. Oh, what a save. That should have been a goal by Jadon Sancho. It should have been 2. Oh, Foster with a big hand. It's a corner to Chelsea. Corner to Chelsea. It's 2-1. Cole Palmer to take the corner. Cross. Palmer. Jackson at the far post probably should do better there. Jackson is not having one of his better games. Nicholas Jackson is definitely not having one of his better games. What are you guys thinking? Does Chelsea come back? What do you guys think? Do you think Chelsea comes back? Ooh, Caicedo just takes out Pat Matasar, but he wins it cleanly. Chelsea, great start to the second half. Cucurella. Oh, better chance there and they're in. No, he still has the ball. It ricocheted back of him. Jadon Sancho, he's in the box. Sancho cuts inside Cucurella. Oh, couldn't be more cute with the ball. Porro breaks. He loses it in dangerous position. Enzo Fernando is there. Here's Enzo. Some dribbles. He's been fired, to be fair, since his divorce, since he left his wife and kids. He's been fired. Sanchez looks like he's going into the game more. But I think he definitely should have scored. He should have done better with that chance. Enzo is the captain as well. Doing much better these days. Gusto, he has come on for Lavia at halftime. Don't forget. Here's Chelsea. Great start to the second half. They totally dominating the first 5 minutes here. Pedro Neto crosses it. Away by Dragushi. One back by Caicedo. Chelsea are winning all the second balls. They've pinned Spurs back here a little bit. Here comes Pedro Neto. He's one-on-one against Udogi. He's not really beating Udogi. Far post, looking for Sancho. Pedro Porro wins this. He wins the ball. Pedro Porro, he will clear. Kulizeski has completely turned someone and Spurs are on the counter. Here's Kulizeski. It's 4v4. He's in the box now, Kulizeski, looking for options outside of the foot. Not a good ball. And Chelsea survive. I think they had to do better with that. But it's a very brilliant game again. Spurs and Chelsea give us that. The ball is rolled to Cole Palmer. He covers ground, cuts across it. Enzo Fernandez. Now we're literally on the edge of the box of Spurs. Jadon Sancho, will he cross it with his left foot? Tap in for Jackson is not there. Too far. Pull back. Oh, no. Doesn't work out for Chelsea. Here they come again. They want the ball out. They want fair play. I think someone is down. Chelsea's not going to oblige. They keep playing it. Sancho is getting into the box. He's eating people alive. Ah, Cucurella will shuffle. Enzo will hit it. Ooh, close. Just didn't have the curler. Just didn't have the curl. But close. Chelsea are looking good. They're looking like they're going to get it, their goal and get back into this game. Oh, close. But keeper had it covered, to be fair. Foster had it covered. Enzo Maresca's Chelsea is looking good. But Brendan Johnson is down. The logical sub for Postecoglou would be for Werner to come in. Yeah, and it is. Werner's is warming up. He's actually changing, not even warming up. They will make the change. Literally right now, they're making the change. It's 2 Spurs, it's 1 Chelsea. Chelsea have had the better start to the second half. Do you guys think that Chelsea is going to come back? Do you think Chelsea will score the equalizer and eventually the winner, or will they drop points like City and Arsenal did? Liverpool have a chance to just have the most amazing weekend and they've never even kicked the ball. They didn't even have to kick a ball. Arsenal dropped points. It's a draw to Fulham away earlier today. Yesterday, City drew against Crystal Palace 2-2. So right now, Chelsea are losing. It looks like a win weekend for Liverpool. And they didn't even kick a ball. It looks like they will be the team that gets the win. Spurs are not really a threat for the title, but they have a chance to at least get some points. Climb up the table a little bit. Levi Colvin wins this ball, wins this duel, and Chelsea can reset and come again. Gusto. Badiashile. Werner's on. Basuma presses Palmer. And he thinks he should get the throw, and he does get the throw. Spurs need a third for them to be comfortable in any way. They need a third. Werner, tackled by Gusto. Spurs need a third. Because Chelsea look like they will score a second goal. If they keep applying this pressure, Chelsea will score a second goal. And they have good options from the bench, Chelsea. They have Christopher Nkunku. The pace of Mudryk. But Sancho's having a fabulous game. I think Sancho is going to establish himself as the first choice. Here comes Spurs. Werner, lovely done. He's on the touchline. He's in the box. Werner again. It's cleared by Caicedo. Now that's actually Son with the quality. With a little bit of a cut and paste on the line. This is an amazing game. This is probably one of the games of the season for me. Might be one of the games of the season already. Most entertaining, that's for sure. I mean, we also had the City 2-2 versus Arsenal, and we've had Chelsea, some high-scoring games with Chelsea involved. We also had Brighton Spurs, where we know Spurs bottled a 2-0 lead. Would they do that again here? Would they do that again here? They were 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes of the game. Solanke scored with Kulezeski. Sancho pulled one back for Chelsea. It's 2-1 to Spurs, 55 minutes gone. 10 minutes of the second half. No change in the scoreline. Chelsea have started as the better team in the second half. Great ball, great diagonal. Looking for Pedro Neto, but Udogi will get to it first. Then he'll create a corner. He'll give away the corner. Chelsea take it quickly. Cole Palmer. Gusto lays it up for a shot. Saved. Corner again for Chelsea. Chelsea have started the second half extremely well. They've taken another shot corner. Enzo Fernandez. Gusto. Corner. It's another corner for Chelsea. 3 corners in a row. All played short. All ended up at the feet of Gusto. One resulted in a shot on target. Now the shot blocked. And it's another corner for Chelsea. This time they probably go long. They probably cross it. Cucurella is fighting with Udogi. Udogi will probably get a talking to now with the referee. Cucurella is being a handful. Still waiting for the corner. We're still waiting for the corner. Cole Palmer's cross comes in. Easy claim by Foster. Will he play it quickly? He will. Looking for Kulezeski. He doesn't have the pace, Kulezeski, so your pass has to be accurate. I think Gusto has stolen a free kick there. Gusto has stolen a free kick there. I don't think there was much in there. Let's see. No, not much in there. He just felt the touch and he went down. Not much in there. I think Ange has the right to be crazy. We need Cole Palmer for Chelsea to get back into this game for them. There's Gusto. Neto loses the ball. Neto has not had a good game. But he's won the ball there. Can he keep it in? Yes, he does. Chelsea break. It's 4v4. Palmer will go on the outside. Neto makes some space. He's closed down. Cucurella, they still shuffle it out. Spurs have people back. It's cleared, but it still falls at the feet of Sancho. Cucurella is play on. Sancho. Spurs have many bodies back. Sancho, well played. Caicedo supports. It's a penalty. Easily. Penalty. Bad decision by Basuma. It's a penalty to Chelsea. And a chance for 2-2. He just threw himself at it, Basuma. And Palmer has the chance to give Chelsea an equalizer. And it's a yellow card and he can't complain. Well played by Sancho. They keep it around. That's a very cute ball. Caicedo is in the box. And he gets there first. Gets the touch. Oh, Basuma, that's so poor. You were never getting there first, mate. Basuma was never getting there. He knows it. He knows that he's let his team down there. Should have tried to, push Caicedo down the line. Palmer will take a penalty. It's Palmer. Palmer stepping up for the penalty. It's Cole Palmer who steps up for the penalty. It's 2-1 right now to Spurs. Chelsea have the opportunity to go level. Palmer stepping up for the penalty. He has not missed, right, a Premier League penalty, has he, Cole Palmer, has he? But his last 5, he scored all of them. Usually goes low. But he doesn't really hit them into the corner, but probably sends the keeper the wrong way all the time. Palmer stepping up. 60 minutes played, 2-1 to Spurs. Palmer has an opportunity to bring Chelsea back level. He's stepping up. Final instructions to the keeper. Let's wait for Cole Palmer's penalty. It's Palmer for 2-2. He takes his breath. Run up. Palmer smashes it in. Beautiful penalty. Cold. Cole Palmer has made it 2-2. Spurs have bottled the 2-0 lead. They've hit the post. They fluffed their lines. Cole Palmer did fluff his lines as well. He scruffed a huge opportunity for 2-2. But this time he doesn't miss this one. Oh, that's an emphatic penalty. Emphatic penalty. Beautifully done by Cole Palmer. Basuma has let his team down. But now Chelsea have to go and win it. They have to press Liverpool. Liverpool haven't played. Put some pressure on them. A game in hand does not necessarily mean points in hand. City dropped points yesterday. 2 points dropped. Still behind Chelsea by a point. And as it stands, it's by 2 now. Arsenal drew today. If Chelsea still draw, they will still be ahead of Arsenal by goal difference. But it's an opportunity for them to pull 2 clear, right? On points, not just on goal difference. And they look hungry, Chelsea. They started the second half extremely well. Spurs need to find another level. They have to up the ante, change the gear. Porro, Werner, Kulezeski. Releases it for Werner. Kulezeski is tiring. His influence on the game is fading. And he's giving the ball away cheaply now. And he can't be tiring when he's playing in that midfield position when you have Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo as well that will run their socks off, and Cole Palmer who's always floating. Chelsea are dominating the game right now. 30 minutes still to play, you fancy Chelsea. Even at 2-0, you still fancy Chelsea because you know Spurs can do what Spurs do. Oh, beautiful ball by Cole Palmer. Neto on the wing. He's going to go face-to-face against Udogie. Udogie stands him up well. Puts a tackle in and it's out for a throw. What do you guys think? Chelsea, comeback. The win probability says this is more likely to be a draw. But if anyone wins it, it's suggesting that it's Chelsea. I think they have the momentum. Sancho, he's also did well with that cute pass for the penalty. He's had a good game, Sancho. Probably Chelsea's best player. Kulusevski. Solanke, they've lost it. Cucurella, I told you that the moment he fixes his boots and gets that right, after making that slip and saying he blames the boot, he should be playing like prime Roberto Carlos, and he has. He has. He has not put a foot wrong since he changed his boots. It's like he knew. It's definitely like he knew. Cole Palmer. Chelsea are dominating the game, dominating possession. Chelsea fans are eating really nicely this season. If they can come back and win this, they're going to believe that they are literally going to probably be better challenges than most actually for the title. Maybe they can try close Liverpool down. I mean, this performance will give them a lift belief. If you can come back from 2-0 down, Van der Ven, Son against Gusto, who's pressing him. Saw. A good question is, should Caicedo still be on the pitch after that tackle on Saw earlier on in the first half? Was it worth a red card? Because he then goes and wins the penalty. Big talking point. Huge talking point in the game. Spurs are wasting time with their throw in. Spurs, my God, they literally need to find some sort of form. And they were 2-0 up and they're just going to let it slip. And right now it looks like Chelsea are favorites, to be honest. Chelsea, for me, they go and win this game. Ball stayed in. Chelsea have won it back. Trying to break out, but they're not going to do that. Spurs are stabilizing a little bit, but Chelsea don't stop running. This Enzo Maresca's team, they keep pressing and pressing, and they're running for each other. They are playing for each other. They're looking like a real team. Chelsea have won it now. High. Caicedo. Enzo. Sancho. They're keeping good possession, Chelsea. Moving it from right to left, shifting it from side to side. Getting all their players involved. Here's Cole Palmer, floating in the middle. Now he's trying a risky pass. It's blocked by Kulusevski. He'll try again. Cole Palmer. Oh, he spun Solanke, who had to hold him back. He wins the free kick. Chelsea played quickly. Gusto. Pedro Neto. If Pedro Neto and Nicholas Jackson can just offer a little bit more quality in the final third, Chelsea won this game. Chelsea just need a little bit of quality from their other winger and from their forward. If there's any sub I can suggest, it's 65 minutes gone. I would suggest bringing on Christopher Nkunku and Madueke. Is Madueke still available or is he injured? He's just benched for this game. Palmer is feeling something. He's been stood on. "25 minutes to go. Do you guys believe? Does this game end in a draw? Or do Chelsea win it? Yeah, he was stood on by Solanke, putting pressure on him. It's 2-2 if you've just joined. 65 minutes gone, 25 minutes left to play. 2 Spurs, 2 Chelsea. Chelsea have came back from 2 behind. Spurs have bottled a 2-0 lead. Solanke tries to play it first time. Odogi was clearly offside. He leaves it for Son. He's left it for Son. Here's Son. He's one-on-one. Human Son. He's missed it. What is going on with Son? What a chance. Everyone stopped because Udogi was clearly offside. He was definitely offside. And Son goes for it. The flag should have went up. I do think he's interfering with play. He's definitely interfering with play, Udogi. If that would have been a goal, then that would have been a huge talking point. But the refereeing in this league, that should have been a flag. The moment you go for a ball, you're running at a ball, you are interfering with play. I don't even know what's going on. If you remember Rashford a couple of years ago at Old Trafford, he was running literally next to the ball and shielding it until Bruno came and smacked it, and the referees allowed it as a goal against Man City, which sparked their comeback, and City were winning 1-0 at that point in time. United actually ended up turning it around. Tackle by Enzo Fernandez. They're going to bring it back for the foul. But the refereeing in this league can sometimes be very confusing. He's clearly offside. They pass him. He goes for the ball. Pedro Neto leaves him because he's waiting for the ball. He then decides to leave it. Then Son is one-on-one, takes too long and just puts it wide. What is he doing? He doesn't even pass Werner. Werner was an option. Big chance missed by Son and Spurs. Porro, same time cross. Is there someone in the box? It's going to fall for Son. It's a foul by Solanke. Off the ball. He's obstructed Levi Cole and they've called for a foul. And the chance is gone. Sanchez is feeling something. Let's see, what does he do? Is it a little bit of an elbow on his head? But he's up, Levi Colville. Solanke scored in this game, by the way. Solanke scored. Kulusevski scored. Jadon Sancho scored. And Cole Palmer scored. Cole Palmer is racking up goals and assists for Chelsea like it's candy. Cole Palmer racks up goals and assists for Chelsea like it's candy. Jackson has not had a good game. You have to take him off. Here comes Werner. He's played it around Enzo Fernandez. Kulusevski is closed down. Can he cross it? He's going to lose it. Kulusevski is tiring. He wins a foul though. He wins a foul just outside the box. But I do think Kulusevski is tiring and he has to be subbed. And he's playing in the middle. But I think the pace of the game is catching up to him. He's against people like Caicedo who will press and not stop running. But it's a free kick for Spurs just outside of the box. It's a little bit wide. Pedro Porro is going to take it. And you think that he's going to cross it. You would think he's going to cross it. 70 minutes gone. 20 minutes left. Free kick, Spurs. It was 2-0 for Spurs after 10 minutes. But now Chelsea have wiped that lead away. And we're back to where we started. Pedro Porro to take the free kick. It's a cross. Oh, Van der Ven gets his head to it, but it's wide. He's so frustrated with himself. Should have done better, maybe. Van der Ven. What is he saying? He's getting pulled, but he should have done better. It doesn't look like it's way too high. Just looks like he doesn't sort his body out. Chelsea tried to play it from the back. Here's Cucurella. They want to throw. They get pressed by Spurs. Good pressing by Spurs. Good pressing by Spurs. It's 2-2. Very entertaining game. Is there time for a winner? I do think this game has one more goal in it. This game has one more goal in it. I think it comes in the way of Chelsea. I think Chelsea score a winner. I see a winner. I just need more quality from Nicholas Jackson, more quality from the other side of the wing with Pedro Neto. Then I think Chelsea gets something. Caicedo. Oh, with the nutmeg on Solanke tracking back. Caicedo is looking so good. He's red hot. Palmer, he's on the right. Palmer is skillful. He's trying to create something. Cole Palmer. He's in the box. Cole Palmer. It's ricocheted. Enzo! I told you it's 3-2. Enzo Fernandez has been fire since he's divorced. I think Nicholas Jackson did so well to stop him from taking off his shirt. It's 3-2 Chelsea. They are back. Spurs have bottled 2. I told you they're going to be booing Ange. They're going to be throwing objects at him when Spurs bottled the 2-0 lead. I told you. What a hit by Enzo Fernandez on his weaker foot on the half volley. Cole Palmer's skills. He creates this from absolutely nothing. Amazing. Turns a doggy. Comes inside. Beats 3 men. Ricochets. Enzo. He's hit that cleanly, sweetly on the volley. It's 3-2 Chelsea. They've turned it around literally just after I've said the goal is coming for Chelsea. I could sense it. Oh, Palmer. He's created that from absolutely nothing. Enzo has been fire. Has been fire since his divorce. What a goal. This Enzo Maresca team is challenging for the title whether or not he wants to admit it. Ange's gonna resign himself with the Spurs team. Enzo, since he's divorced his wife and kids, he's been on red hot form. It's 3 Chelsea from 2 down. They're throwing things. Oh no, they were putting back the flag. It's 3 Chelsea. Chelsea will pull to second, 2 points above Arsenal, and close the gap on Liverpool for a little bit. Just a little bit. We know Liverpool have a game in hand, but Everton away, we know that's not necessarily points in hand. It is a Merseyside derby. Anything can happen, and we know they lost the league at Everton last season at Goodison. So it's not a gimme. It's not a given. Oh, Chelsea have come back from 3 goals down, and Nkunku's coming on now. 75 minutes gone. If Chelsea win this, it'll be very impressive. Not a good game by Jackson, but he tried. He put himself about. I think he should have been better with keeping the ball at his feet, bringing his other teammates into play. Don't think he had a good chance, really clear-cut chance, but I think the sub was always coming. 15 minutes to play. Chelsea 3, Spurs 2. Spurs were 2-0 up after 10 minutes, and you just thought it's way too long for them to try and hold on, right? If you want to go 2-0 up, at least 10 minutes with 10 minutes left. But Daniel Levy's at the stadium and he's looking disgusted. Is that time for Ange? Maybe is that a threat? Spurs should have been 4-1 up at some point, or 4-2 up. And Chelsea break again. Pedro Neto, it's 3-on-2. Sancho, can he sort his feet out and hit it with his left foot? Great defending by Poro. It's a corner. What is going on with the Spurs defense? It's like they've given up. Look at that. Van der Ven is just jogging back. Oh, good tackle by Poro. Good block. Sancho sorts his feet out and then he hits it. That was probably on target. Van der Ven is done. He's injured. Van der Ven is injured. But Chelsea have turned it around and Chelsea win it. I think Chelsea go for a 4th. They go for something that kills the game. Is the Christian Romero sub, the injury to Christian Romero, did it change things? Well, obviously it didn't help. But now it looks like there might be another injury to another key defender. The only one that was available really at full fitness was Dragushin. And it looks like he's brought back Van der Ven and Christian Romero a little bit too early today. And now they're both struggling. Romero went off after 10 minutes. James Maddison is going to come on. They're making a sub. He's making 3 subs, Ange Postecoglou. Who's Gray? Okay, Maddison can give you something to try save the game, but who's Gray? Who's Bergval? The triple substitution is on the way. Van der Ven is coming off. His race is run. Madison will come on for Kulizeski, right? Probably because he's tired. Kulizeski's off. Yes. It's a triple change. Chelsea fans, how are you feeling? Coming back from 2 down, surely you're challenging for the league. Surely Chelsea is challenging for the league. Whether or not you want to admit it, whether or not Enzo Maresca wants to play games, Chelsea are a threat. Chelsea are a threat. Enzo Maresca is cooking. He's got this team playing. You knew he was a serious coach from the very beginning. He told these players that if you're not going to be good enough, you're not going to play. He's going to cut his squad down from 40 to 20. And he did that. Then he got rid of Sterling publicly as well. And Chalobah. And found solutions for them. Shipped them out of the club. They were not in his plans. And I'm sorry, that was it. Brought players that he wanted in. And then now they are delivering for him. And he hasn't even really made much damage in the transfer window compared to his other previous managers for Chelsea, really, his counterparts. Corner, Enzo Fernandez cross. It's cleared. But Chelsea will get it and reshuffle it. Caicedo has been fantastic. But the question is also, was he supposed to get a red card? Was he? Because he ends up winning the penalty for 2-2, crucial time in the game. Can Spurs give us something in the last 10 minutes? 18 minutes gone. We have 10 minutes left to play. I'm assuming there'll be probably 5 minutes of additional time. But Daniel Levy looks sick. Ange Postecoglou, mate. I fear the worst for you actually this season with this Spurs team. And I don't think it's you. I honestly don't think it's Ange. Enzo Fernandez, beautiful tackle. He's been on fire since he divorced his wife and kids. I keep saying that. Enzo Fernandez, he's on the ball again. He's been on fire in this game as well. I think besides Sancho, you put his name in there for man of the match, him and Caicedo. 3 Chelsea's best players. Spurs didn't punish Chelsea with their mistakes. Robert Sanchez made so many mistakes, give the ball away. Spurs didn't punish. Werner on the right hand side. Can he do something? Spurs getting men into the box. Werner's output is not good enough. He hits it against Cucurella, who's been amazing since he changed his shoes. We asked for Roberto Carlos and he's given us prime Roberto Carlos. What a defensive masterclass since he changed his shoes and became comfortable. So now I don't blame him anymore. I don't blame him. He slipped and was at fault really for the second goal, but he said he was getting his shoes and he did. And he's been good since. Son, that opportunity where they just let him run when it should have been offside. Here come Chelsea on the counter. Jadon Sancho. It is 3-on-3. Cole Palmer slows down because Sancho doesn't play it on time. Here's Palmer. Is there Nkunku in the box? Oh, does he want a penalty? It is a penalty for Chelsea. It's another penalty for Chelsea. A stupid decision, a very naive decision by Saar. It looks like he barges into the back of Palmer. Palmer wins it so nicely. You don't touch him. What is he doing? That's so stupid from these Spurs players. Clumsy play, naive, immature, childish. How do you have to tell a professional footballer that you don't just barge into someone's back, especially in the box when you're losing the game and you're trying to get something in return? Gives Chelsea an opportunity to kill this game. Chelsea would be dunking 4 goals and Spurs head for back-to-back seasons at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Palmer to make it 4 from the penalty spot. Cole Palmer steps up for Chelsea. It's 3-2. Can you wrap the game up and put it beyond all doubt? Cole Palmer against Foster. It's Cole Palmer. He's chipped it. Panenka. He's cold. It's 4 to Chelsea. He's cold. He won the penalty. And he hits a Panenka. It's a cold finish. Ice in his veins. And that's game. Spurs have bottled it. 2-0 up in the first 10 minutes. They're losing the game 4-2. Look at that. Oh, he's 8 Foster alive. Foster is still getting up and the ball is not even in. That's how cold this penalty is. But he can't do anything. Look at this. The ball's not even in. He's realized he's beaten and he's up. He's up on his feet. He's literally up on his feet again by the time that the ball goes in. That is cold. Andrea Pirlo cold. Insane penalty. And he knows it. He's laughing. Oh my God, what a penalty. Even the coach can't believe that. What? Even Enzo Maresca can't believe that. That's a seriously good penalty. Confidence on steroids. Cold Palmer. What a finish. What a finish. Oh my God. One of the best players in the league by far. He's putting his name up there. Best players this season: Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Cole Palmer, Bukayo Saka. That's probably top 4. Spurs are done for. Spurs are done for. Spurs, I mean, you are probably going to think about the fact that 2-0 at 10 minutes with the team like Spurs, it's not the first time that they've given away a 2-0 lead this season, right? And you were thinking 90 minutes, including injuries or stoppages, still to play probably. Maybe it's a long time to hold on. And they couldn't. But they've given away 2 stupid penalties. Very naive from professional footballers. Ange Postecoglou can't defend some of the things that has happened today. The 2 penalties, even Basuma, he knew instantly after he slid in, he knew he can't complain. He just sat down and knew he had made a terrible mistake to give Chelsea a chance to get back into the game. And now Padmata saw to just take it completely away from Spurs and finish the game, wrap it up. He just barges into someone's back. Cole Palmer, amazing penalty taker. Has he missed one yet in the Premier League? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember him missing a penalty. He's now scored in his last 7. Clinical penalty taker. Spurs do something. Son, that huge chance, 1-on-1, takes his time and takes it wide. And that shouldn't even be a chance that the ref should have allowed to happen. That was offside. Udogie was interfering with play, but they still gave a chance for Spurs to get something. And Son took it wide. They hit the post, Chelsea, with a header from Saar from a corner. And so Solanke couldn't sort his feet out earlier on for 3-1. Completely changes the whole scope of the game. But Chelsea and Spurs, always fireworks. Well, maybe let me specifically say Tottenham and Chelsea, always fireworks. Probably been 2 of the best games per season. Even last season, this game was fireworks. The excuse last time that Spurs fans had is they got 2 red cards. What now? What now? James Madison in the box. First time cross. Doesn't get to Solanke. The game's done. The game is done. The game is done. Spurs have Spursed it. It's the history of the Tottenham. Tottenham is the history of the Tottenham. Literally blowing leads. Enzo Maresca is giving some minutes to some younger players. Enzo still going full in a tackle, leading 4-2 away at a derby, 88 minutes gone. He goes full in, flying into a tackle, committed. And Spurs are doing 50-50 stuff. Nah. Professional footballers. Spurs is too soft. It shows you the real problem for City, because they have not won any other game. They've lost the games before City and they've lost the games after City, but they've thrashed City 4-0 at the Etihad. Incredible. What's wrong with this team when it comes to City? They can't literally do it to anyone else. Oh, Sancho, well played. Spurs are keeping, or Chelsea rather, are keeping the ball well. Just finishing up the game, wrapping it up. 89 minutes gone. Badiashile slipped. Werner wins it. Solanke can't sort his feet out. Oh my god, it's so poor from Spurs. Yeah, no. That sums it up, really. He couldn't even pass Son. He should have realized that he's slipping and he should pass Son. At least make it interesting. Make other time interesting. Joao Felix is going to get a minute or two. My god. Cole Palmer comes on after a brace from the penalty spot. He gets his goals. It's not about how you got them, it's about sometimes just getting the goals. Kukurea put in a masterclass after he slipped for the goal and blamed his shoes. After he changed his boots, he put in a Roberto Carlos masterclass. Well played. Solid. Can't complain. Can't complain. Really can't complain. He did sort his problems out. Chelsea are in the title race. Whether or not Enzo Maresca wants to admit it or not, Chelsea are in the title race. 7 minutes have been added. And just so that I can get to a specific milestone, I'll be live for 15 more. Felix has lost the ball. Free kick to Spurs. Make it interesting. 7 more minutes. If Werner and Solanke have sorted their feet out there, played the ball to Son for the tap-in, maybe they make the 7 minutes more interesting at 4-3. But Noni Madueke here, it's 3-on-3. Madueke is going to eat someone alive. He is past him with ease. Madueke cut back. It's blocked and it's a goal kick. Last touch of Madueke. Spurs can come again. At least try to give us something. Make it interesting. I think, Ange, if you know football, if you know the very small details of football, when a manager is on his last legs, when a manager thinks he might be getting fired or sacked, what he'll try to do is give some kids, their debut. So at least he can leave with that, I'm the one who gave you your first Premier League appearance. I don't know the kids that have just come on. But I don't know who can check me. But do they have Premier League appearances? I don't know. It's the first time that I'm seeing them. but it might be a sign, just might be a sign of, let me give the youngings some appearances, some minutes, before he leaves. Well played by James Maddison. Oh my God, he's hit it high. Sums it up for Spurs. He eliminated the defender so well. Oh, his left foot, and he just puts so much power on it and goes high and wide instead of concentrating, just trying to hit the target. And he does this Ange Postecoglou because some of the things aren't his fault really. Like, how do you? I don't know, man. Chelsea are 4 points of Liverpool, although Liverpool have a game in hand. Chelsea are in the title race. Chelsea are in the title race more than anyone. We have 4 minutes to play. It's 4-2. The game was done a long time ago, right? We're just seeing it out now. Impressive. Well played, Chelsea. Up the Blues. They're back. I mean, from the seasons that they've been having the past two, this is improved performances. And they've been having problems off the pitch as well. They're getting investigated for fraud. Todd Bowley doesn't look like he knows football with these comments about having to play 12 players. 4-4-3. What's that? I think that's what he said, right? They had 50 players. Good play by Son. Saved by Sanchez. Even Sanchez is pulling out the stops now. From having 50 players, spending $1 billion in the transfer window, sacking manager after manager after manager, having a huge manager rollover, turnover. They've stabilized. They've chosen their man. Lots of managers rejected them, and they rejected the managers during the transfer window when they were looking for one. And it looks like they've settled on Enzo Maresca, who abandoned his team that he brought up into the Premier League for a bigger project. And he's come in, and from the moment that he's come in, you could see that he's a serious coach. He told you that some of the players here aren't good enough and that he's selling them and he's getting rid of them, and he did. Even big players like Raheem Sterling on big wages. Player earning £350,000 a week, he told him that he's not good enough and he wants him gone. In public, out in public, not in private. You can tell that's a serious manager. They say he has 40 players. He says, no, I don't have 40, I have 20. Meaning he's totally discarded the other 20. Then they start the overhaul. They start the cleanup. He's told Madueke last week that he's not good enough. Madueke scored and assisted in the game. He said, I want more. He said, I want better. And to show that, he benches Madueke this game. And he's just brought him on now to show him that he said he wanted more. He wanted more in training. He wanted him to do better with the ball. And he's just backed it. Serious coach, not scared of anything. They ask him what are his ambitions. Do you think that Chelsea is chasing? He's going to say what a manager always going to say. We take it one day, one game at a time. We're not concerned about other teams. We're just focusing on us. We are still improving. There's a lot of work to do. Every coach says that. Don't get carried away. But I think Chelsea fans have the right to be excited. Here's Spurs. Can they give us something? Yes, they can. Son has pulled one back. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Can they give us something? It's a corner. Chelsea have switched on. He'll be so disappointed. James Maddison has set up Son, who's finally scored. Son finally gets his goal. Makes it interesting, but they should have done this way earlier. It's 4-3. Another 7-goal thriller that Chelsea is involved in. 1 minute left. It's actually 30 seconds, barring any additional time on top of stoppage time. The ref is gonna have to be very careful. Again, the penalty. Can you see the unnecessary penalty by Pat Matasar? The unnecessary penalty as well by Yves Bissouma. Stupid professional football players that have studied the game, who play a defensive part of the game, have to be told to be careful. They should know better. Like, I don't understand how Angie's going to defend that. They should know better. But we're almost done. Chelsea second. 4 points behind Liverpool. That's the story. Great cross though. It's too far. That's the last chance of the game. That's probably it, to be honest. Spurs wasted a lot of chances. I don't know. That's game. Well played, Chelsea. Chelsea are second, clear of City, and now clear of Arsenal on points. Sanchez will get a yellow for time wasting, but he's just ending the game. Well played, Chelsea. Fair play. From 2 goals down, they came back. It's exciting times to be a Chelsea fan. I know a lot of people are going to be very, very happy with this performance. I mean, it was not good defensively to start with, maybe even the whole game, but the spirit, the fighting spirit, the belief. Enzo Maresca is going crazy. Big, big win. It's full time. It's full time. 10 more minutes, then I'm calling it. Any reactions? Chelsea fans have officially won. They've come back. They've come back from 2 down after 10 minutes. And they've won 4-3. They've held on at the end. Son tried to make it a little bit interesting. Beautiful game though. End-to-end stuff. From the very beginning, you're going to tell this is one of the best games of the season. And for me, it is the best one. I enjoyed this one the most. I've enjoyed this one the most. Just like last season, I enjoyed a Spurs and Chelsea game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Chelsea are 4 points off Liverpool. Although Liverpool have a game in hand, but remember, game in hand is not points in hand. Liverpool lost to Everton last season, and that's where Everton fans sing you lost the title at Goodison. Everton is what took Liverpool out of the title race last season. 4 points. 4 points. Chelsea are 4 points of Liverpool. This is going to be a very interesting season. I don't think we're going to see a 90-pointer season. I don't even think we'll see an 85-point season. So you have to put yourself in there. I don't think Liverpool are going to go this long again without winning a game of football. Or losing, rather. Look at that. Chelsea players going over to the fans. Everyone is happy. The belief in the squad is good. And it's a young squad, right? They're willing to work together as a team. They're willing to fight for each other. Ange Postecoglou, I think for the first time, now it's looking bad. Now it's really, really pressure that he might be sacked. I know maybe, Spurs can have a lot of excuses. You can say injuries. They don't really win trophies anyway. But getting to a point where I think odds to be next manager to be sacked is becoming high. Enzo Maresca engaging with the fans saying, sing more, louder. Sancho's goal, best goal of the day. Absolutely amazing goal, important goal at 2-1. Especially in the first half. To get it 10 minutes after Spurs scored 2, settled Chelsea, brought them back into the game, then Chelsea could start controlling the game. But I told you that Chelsea get back, especially if they scored in the first half. And then at 2-2, I said Chelsea win this game, and they go back and score not very long after I say it. Absolutely amazing game by Chelsea. What a comeback. Enzo Fernandez, since he's divorced his wife and kids and left them and became a single man, has been on fire. He scored a volley today, and not just that, he put himself about. Gave 110% for his club. I don't know, maybe he can just focus. I don't know if, I don't advocate for that, what he did, but, he seems to be more focused now. Was it a toxic family relationship? I don't know, but he seems to be more focused now. What do you guys think? I'm calling it in 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes, I'm calling it. Just need to get to a milestone. Let's see. The results of today: Arsenal drew to Fulham 1-1, which meant Chelsea are now 2 points clear of Arsenal. Bournemouth came back to beat Ipswich 2-1 as well. Leicester and Brighton is 2-2. Leicester scored a 90-minute equalizer. Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's not having a bad Premier League legacy so far. And Spurs have just lost to Chelsea 4-3. Amazing game, right? Take you through the events of what happened in the game. First goal, Dominic Solanke in the first 5 minutes. Second goal, Kukurea slips. They take advantage. Kulusevski with a beautiful bottom corner finish. Kulusevski was about to change his boots. He says his boots were slippery and he was losing balance and he slipped. And literally immediately after the goal, the boots were on the touchline for him to change. So he says it's the boot. And then I'm like, you need to give us a Roberto Carlos performance after you change your boots. And he did. He never made a mistake after that. So it was maybe the boots, right? To be fair, everyone was slipping. It was a wet pitch. But Sancho with an amazing individual goal to bring Chelsea back into it. Drives, takes his man on, cuts inside, hits it cleanly, bottom corner, off the post, unstoppable for a keeper. What a goal. Back to his best. Then after that, Cole Palmer fluffs his line for a tap-in. And it's a joke and he's laughing about it like he knows what's going to happen in the rest of the game. That should have been 2-2. Spurs go on the other end. They hit the post. Pat Matassa, he hits the post. Could have been 3-1. Then Son lays it up for Solanke. He can't sort his feet out. It was a tap-in as well. Fluffs his line, doesn't get enough power. It's saved. Straight at the keeper. Could have been 3-1. It doesn't. Caicedo then has his foot high on Sarr. Could it have been a red card? Maybe. Possibly. Sarr wasn't hurt, to be fair. VAR didn't even review. So he stayed on to the pitch. Second half, what happens? He wins a penalty. If Basuma just slides in and takes him out for no reason. Stupid decision. And then what happens? Cole Palmer takes his penalty away. Then Cole Palmer creates a goal out of nothing for Chelsea to take the lead. He takes 3 men on, 4 men on from the wing. Doesn't have pace, Cole Palmer, really, but has technical ability that's amazing. Weaves, prompts and probes, gets into the box, crosses it, small deflection, and the ball falls at the feet of Enzo Fernandez, who hits it with his left foot on the half volley. Absolutely brilliant goal on the volley. And it's 3-2 Chelsea. And almost to wrap it up, Pat Matassa, with a stupid decision, barges into Cole Palmer's back again. Cole Palmer wins that penalty so beautifully. He keeps the ball in the box, just shimmies left and right. Stupid decision by Sarr. Professional footballers making stupid decisions, and they are defensive midfielders who just give away penalties for nothing. And Cole Palmer's cold penalty. This is the coldest penalty I've seen him take. A Panenka that is so good that even Foster is getting up to his feet before the ball goes in. He dives one way and the ball is still up by the time he gets up because he knows he can't do anything about it. What a penalty. You're not going to see a better penalty than that, like that Andrea Pirlo vibes, right? And then to make it interesting, Son scores in the final few minutes of the game after he's been set up by James Maddison, well, in the final minute of the game. But there was an interesting moment where he could have made it interesting before that. 10 minutes earlier, Heung-min Son, where he broke. Udogi was offside and he chases the ball, but he doesn't. He chases the ball, he's offside, but then he ends up leaving it and Son pounces. And he's one-on-one and he just hits it wide. He takes too much time and he should have scored. But he should not even had the chance simply because the ref should have blown for offside. Udogi was literally interfering with play. If you remember, Marcus Rashford did that against City a couple of years ago when he ran to the ball. Totally, Pedro Neto was like, okay, he's run for the ball, so he's interfered with play, and he leaves it. But then he ends up leaving it. Son pounces. He could have made it interesting. He could have made it 3-2 or 4. Yeah, he could have made it 3-2 or 4-3 at the time with so much time to go. And with the added time of 7 minutes, Spurs, who knows what could have happened. But it's the story, it's the history of the Tottenham. They've bottled it. And Chelsea have come back, and now they are 4 points off Liverpool. Although Liverpool have a game in hand, they're 2 points clear of Arsenal now, not just on goal difference, and a few points clear of City as well. So Chelsea, they're in a title race. That's the story. Whether or not the manager wants to admit that, don't listen to Enzo Maresca. Chelsea are in a title race. Chelsea, it's time for them to be serious. The job that Enzo Maresca has done, I applaud him. Congratulations to Chelsea, probably the most improved team in the Premier League this year. So thank you everyone for joining. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.